What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Star One. Yes, indeed. How about that? Star One making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from AB5, and AB5 wanted to see me react to this song by Star One called Human See, Human Do. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So it was always if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold everything, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Star One Topic, okay? And the video has 7,000 views. It's not gonna get you there, sorry. Now look, I'm sure the song is fine, I'm sure the video is fine, I'm sure everything about this is fine. I'm just saying 7,000 views is not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Human see, human do. That's all I got here for the title. It does say Star One up here, victims of the modern age. Sounds like this, just from that title, it sounds like we could be in for like some kind of a concept album, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Get your singing paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Hey! Shout out to Charlton's Nest in there. That was nice. Nice usage of Planet of the Apes. The original Planet of the Apes. The good one, yes.
Get your singing paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
We're still in fourth floor. The subdivision just threw me off.
Your scrolls are lying, man was here first. We are superior, just like honor. You know the secret, why can't you share? Tell me why you're so scared. Drive him back, he must be the last. From beyond the veil.
Very straight ahead. That section where they went into the different subdivision pattern, the drummer came up with this really nice pattern within the 4/4, but it didn't sound like 4/4, but it was. All you gotta do is lock into the tempo, count it as 4/4, and it fits like a glove. But boy, it threw me for a loop. Not gonna lie. Now I had to take a moment and question myself and go, are we in 4/4 or do we switch time signature? Holy cow. Nice work on the drummer. Nice work from everybody. I mean, I'm hearing multiple vocals. Not sure who the vocalists are. No clue. But they sound nice. Instrumentation sounds clean. It sounds good. It's got the energy. It's got the drive. I'm digging it. I'm absolutely digging it.
I like it!
Kind of reminds me of Arion in a way, but not as... Arion's a little more prog-ish. They're a little more maybe power metal-ish, maybe a little more complex with the songwriting. This is much more straight ahead, but it has a lot of the same flavors from like voicings and tone that Arion has. So I couldn't help but notice the name up here. Same guy. So this is another project of his. Maybe there's a difference between the two projects. Maybe this one's like more about straight ahead, metal tunes, where Arion's more, more like a prog-ish / power metal-ish, symphonic metal-ish, where this is much more just straight ahead metal. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. Let's keep going here.
Save our future, bury our past. It must never be known. Beware the beast, there's danger in his eyes. I see the truth that burns through. Beware the beast, don't believe his lies. Human see, human die.
Good resolve. See how at the end, curious. unison line to end it out. I like it. Good ending. About the best ending they could have come up with coming out of that dissonance section with the heavy keyboards. That was clean. That was a clean ending. Oh boy. I need to think about this. There's a lot of different directions this could go. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Star 1 with Human See, Human Do. This was a request from AB5. Okay, I have a score, and I have an explanation. I don't think people are going to have a problem with the score. I think people may have a problem with my explanation. This is going to be interesting. Can't wait to see the comments on this one after I finish up. So let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.6. Yep, 8.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.6. What does that mean? Well, an 8.6 would translate to a great scale rating. So overall, I think this was a great song. It would get 4 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Yes, an A. So there you go, an 8.6, great scale rating, 4 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Ha! So glad you asked. Okay, like I said, I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem with the score. I think everybody will be very pleased with the score. This, however, is where I'm probably gonna upset some people. I couldn't help but notice that the person responsible for Star 1, this is his project, is the same guy who's responsible for Arion. Okay? Couldn't help but notice that. Couldn't help but notice some similarities between the two. The utilization of guest vocalists coming in, various spots throughout the song. Come in, sing a couple lines, step out, next person comes in. Very similar in style to what Arion does. Nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that. Here's where people are gonna have an issue. I have all the respect in the world for Arion. I do. I do. I enjoy what they play. I enjoy the songwriting, the storytelling. From what everyone's told, I don't pay attention to lyrics, but from what everyone's told me in the comments, the storytelling is top notch. Pretty much every album he's ever done has been a concept album. I'm wondering if the same thing can be said about this Star 1 project. Do they do all concept albums as well? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Here we go. While I do have all the respect in the world for Arion, and I respect the songwriting, I do. I think the songwriting is fantastic. It takes a lot of talent to write and arrange all those parts. I get it. And I do enjoy the songs. Having said that, I prefer Star 1. Where Arion's strength is definitely in the songwriting and the arranging and the layering and the usage of multiple voices and symphonics, this song was much more straight ahead, much more focused on energy, drive, feel, intensity. It was far less focused on technicality and more on feel. And I absolutely enjoyed this without question. And that is the main reason why I definitely, so far as it stands, I know it's controversial for a lot of people, but yeah, I'm digging this more than Arion. I'm sorry. I know that's gonna affect and offend a lot of Arion faithful fans, but man, Star 1, just based off this one song, I'm sorry, this would, if I am told choose between the two, I don't even have to think about it. I'm choosing Star 1 so far every single time.
Wow, man, freaked out!
It's very straight ahead. It's very, very straight ahead. There's not a whole lot of complexity when it comes to a song like this. There's a lot of rhythmic play, which I really enjoy. especially that breakdown section where they go into that halftime. And they actually don't, it's not a halftime feel. They actually go into halftime. They cut the tempo in half. Listen for the snare on 3. You'll find it. If they don't go into halftime, then that would be, I don't know, that would be on like on the downbeat of 1 every other measure or something like that. It would be way, it'd be like quarter time. And a quarter time feel, and that's not what's happening. It's a halftime. It actually goes into halftime. It's really nice. I like it. The rhythmic progression in that section threw me off. They did a great job of it. I was sitting here listening to it going, did we just switch time signatures and I'm not catching it? And then I was like, no, wait, hold on. Lock in with the snare. Lock in with the snare. There it is. We're in 4/4. Interesting. Nice job, though. They threw me for a loop. There's no question about that. The keyboards in a couple of sections, like towards the end, and there was that section in the middle as well, they got increasingly louder. They were definitely, crescendoing, and as they were crescendoing, they were adding more layers and more layers and more layers, ended up creating dissonance. Now, I said this, my last reaction that I just did, I literally just filmed it for Slint. That is a great example of how not to use dissonance. Just dissonance for the sake of dissonance with absolutely no resolution whatsoever. In this case, in this song, there was dissonance. Yes, there was dissonance. Number 1, there was a purpose and a reason for it. Within the growth of the instrumentation, stacking layer on top of layer on top of layer on top of layer, and then the big one, it resolved.
Oh, that's so cool!
It came to an end. Its purpose was revealed as we come into the next section with the more major motif coming out of it. That felt so good. That is how you use dissonance properly, as opposed to non-stop dissonance with no direction, no rhyme or reason behind it, and never ever resolving. Not the way to do it. This is the way to do it right here. This demonstrated it beautifully. I understand it's very heavy on the keyboards. I get it. Not always the biggest fan of that, but in this situation, because of the growth, I get it. I absolutely get it. The guitar playing, the bass playing, the drumming, very well done. Great job from everybody involved. As far as all the vocalists go, I like it. I like the direction. I get it. It's the same guy that does Arion, and then he's gonna probably have the same people. There are probably vocalists in there that we heard that I probably know, and I probably should recognize, but I didn't recognize them on this. But I'm sure people in the comments are gonna let me know who sang where and when. I'm sure I'm gonna see some names. I wouldn't be surprised if Floor Jansen was in there. I wouldn't be surprised if Simone from Epica was in there. I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever. There was one spot where I think it might have been James LaBrie from Dream Theater, possibly. It kind of sounded like James, but I'm not 100%. I wouldn't be willing to put money on it. I wouldn't even put $1 on it. I'm not that confident, but it did sound like James. No, it just very well constructed, very well organized, very well arranged, really well written, and then a great job on the execution across the board. This was a fun listen. Great energy, great drive. Less about the symphonics and more about the intensity. That is the reason why I am preferring Star One over Arion so far. Now remember, this is my first experience with Star One. This might be an anomaly, and the rest of their songs might be along the exact same vein as Arion. If that's the case, no problem, but I like the drive and the energy and the intensity of this song, and I really hope Star One continues to write songs in this vein. Having said that, final note, I have to mention this. I actually put this at an 8.5. I gave it a 0.1 bump. Why? Because they utilized one of the greatest lines in cinematic history of all time. I mean, come on. How can you possibly deny that line from Charlton Heston was not one of the greatest lines in the history of cinematics? I mean, it's right up there with "I am your father" and "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." I mean, it's right up there with the greatest of the greats when it comes to cinematic lines. So the fact that they put that in there very tastefully with a song entitled Human See, Human Do, rather than Monkey See, Monkey Do, that very, very tongue-in-cheek. I absolutely got it. And I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So I gave him a 0.1 bump for that. So good job, guys. Way to go. Anyway, 8.6. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got an 8.6, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars in an A letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.